careful what you say. Madame is indisposed. There've been some calls for you, all commiserations, I think.
Listen, guys, don't get on my nerves, okay? Is there any tea left?
Up there.
It's a very big old cold. Cold as ice.
There's nothing better than a nice hot cup of tea, is there? Shut up. I've already gone.
You have 2 new messages.
Catherine, this is Dad. I got your number from your friend Tom. He didn't want to give it to me at first, but I told him it was important. And it is, isn't it? I've only got one daughter. You've only got one dad. Well, I would rather have spoken to you in person, but oh well, this'll have to do. Happy birthday. I wish you all the best. I have no idea what kind of life you live now, but I bet you're making it. You've got so much energy. You always did. Like your mother. I'm sure you're doing well, whatever it is you're doing. Yeah. Well, oh, by the way, Spot died last year. Cancer. I had to let him put him to sleep. He didn't feel a thing. And hey, the tree that we planted behind the house, remember? It's 8 meters tall now. 8 meters. Sometimes I look at it, I think about how old you were back then, and wonder if we'll ever look at it together. You know? How big it'll be then. God, I hate these machines. Can't you pick this up? Okay, I guess you're out. Well, take care, my girl. Have a good time. I'll try again soon. Happy birthday.
Hey, Bernard.
Hi.
I'm sorry about before. I wasn't completely awake.
I think you're really sweet when you've got a hangover.
I read the paper. You guys are really completely crazy.
I know.
You could have been cool.
It's your birthday. We didn't want to get you a blender.
How did you get Mike to climb up there?
I told him it would increase his chances with you.
You didn't say that.
I did.
You didn't.
Oh, he's been secretly training for 10 days. Haven't you noticed how thin he's got?
Oh, God. You two really are crazy. And what's he doing now, so secretly?
Preparing the big surprise. Top secret.
Uh-huh. And is it a nice surprise? Or another one that could get you arrested? Ah, that sounds great. Now tell me what it is.
Wait until Mike's here. He'll be finished soon. Go to your room and...
All right then. See you later. Now I can barely wait.
Catherine!
Oh, at last.
Catherine, what are you doing up there? Come on. Catherine, what are you doing up there? Come on. Catherine, what are you doing up there? Come on. Catherine, what are you doing up there? Come on. Catherine, what are you doing up there? Come on.
Well,
So, my dear Catherine, Mike and I have spared no cost or effort in getting our next project off the ground. A really big one. And it's a home game, here in London.
The client is some crazy African. We're meeting his middleman at the London Eye in 20 minutes.
in 20 minutes. Oh, great. What will he pay?
Double.
At least. He hasn't named any figures as yet, but I think he's dripping with cash. We were thinking of giving it to Homes Not Bombs UK. What do you think?
Which painting is it then?
We'll find out soon. Mike has built a little toy.
It's upstairs at my desk. I've only just finished it. Bring it down.
A toy, right.
Don't worry, it's nothing out of the ordinary. It looks like a remote control.
You're really building up the excitement. All right then.
And
What now? We've got to go soon.
All right. See you soon. That has to be the thing he meant. You're talking about this thing here?
Thing? That's not a thing. That's a masterpiece of illegal remote control electronics.
Uh-huh. And what can it do?
it can control the Ferris wheel remotely. Mike hacked into the wireless network. We can stop or turn the wheel at the touch of a button.
Our very own conference room above the clouds. Extremely clandestine and unbelievably cool. Only a genius could construct a transmitter like this.
And this thing works, right?
Well, I haven't tried it out yet, but I've calculated everything. It must work. We'll soon see.
So we're gonna meet this African guy in the London Eye?
Not we. You. Mike will control the wheel from the ground.
Kids, this is gonna be the deal of our lives with an unobstructed view. And? What do you say?
You're crazy.
I knew you'd like it. Come on, let's go. We're late. Pack your things. I've got to quickly do something on the computer.
Did you read this? Henston, the Foreign Secretary, is dead. Collapsed at his desk.
I've been sadder.
Come on, Mike. You can't talk about him like that. He had a family. 3 children.
The people in the countries whose exploitation he was responsible for also had children. He wasn't undeserving.
Don't be so cynical. That's not going to make the world any better.
But it also won't make it worse. They'll put a new minister in his office. Long live the Commonwealth.
Mike, we always said that we wouldn't become like these people. If you don't care whether there are deaths or not...
Then I'd be like Henston, certainly. And that's why I say it's not a shame that he's dead. Where does your sudden love for this guy come from?
Just because I don't wish death upon him doesn't mean...
Can you discuss this in the car? You've got to go.
Catherine would rather go to Minister Henston's funeral to plant some flowers.
That's enough, Mike.
Okay, okay. Not on my birthday. All right, let's go.
You have one new message.
Hi, Catherine, this is Tom. Happy birthday. So, have you been out celebrating? I bet you have, and now you're so hungover that you can't even come to the phone. Come on. I can even tell that over the phone. You could get in touch with me sometime, you know. Jacqueline is pregnant and we're getting married soon. I'd like to go on one last bender with you, Jeff and Nancy before all that happens. Yeah. Once the little rugrat arrives, I won't have time again for at least 10 years. York really isn't that far away. Think about it. Oh, yeah, there was something else. Your father was here at our front door. He wanted your phone number. He'd already gone through half the school address book trying to find it. Yeah, and I gave it to him. Hope you're not angry. You know, he looked really desperate. Perhaps you should give him another chance, Catherine. He's involved in some pretty nasty business, I agree, but he's your father, and he loves you. Anyway, just don't be angry, okay? Give me a call back when you've got time.
Hey, Tom. This is Catherine.
Catherine, hey, great that you called back. Oh my God, it's ages since I've heard your voice. You sound really different, much more, grown up.
You mean older, right? You're the same old charmer.
Rubbish, I didn't mean it like that. It's just a lot of time has passed. So, tell me, what are you up to these days? Have you finally finished uni?
Yeah, I have actually. I did it. It just took me 17 semesters. Not bad, huh?
Wow, 17 semesters. I'm so proud of you. You've been jobbing around, I guess.
Yeah, you could say that. I've had a lot to do.
Uh-huh. Let me guess, the same old fight for the impoverished and the dispossessed?
You got it. Old Catherine is still chasing her little girl dreams.
So, what do you work as these days?
Oh, yeah, well, this and that, you know.
That sounds a lot like import-export, Katie.
Which isn't so far off.
Is it a secret, or what? You aren't doing anything stupid, are you?
No, you know that. I'm doing the right thing. What? It's all right, Tom. I make enough money.
I don't know, Catherine. Every time you get this secretive, something isn't quite right. It's always been like that.
Now don't start going on about the £120 notes again.
That was forgery, Catherine.
It was a joke. £120 notes, Tom, with a picture of a caveman on it.
You could have been caught. Then you would have seen what a great joke it was.
Oh, Tom, you're just the same as ever.
You too, apart from your voice. Come on. Let's not fight.
You started it.
Do you always have to have the last word?
You see, we've still got it. I like fighting with you best of all.
Once learnt, never forgotten.
About my father.
Oh, yes. You're not angry, are you? He sounded so desperate, I just couldn't refuse him. Have you spoken to him yet?
No?
And? Are you gonna call him?
No, I don't think so.
Catherine, that was all years ago.
He's a pig. You know that.
He's a businessman, Catherine.
Sure, but one without any conscience at all. He supplies the biggest villains with anything they want.
Well, if he doesn't do it, then someone else will.
I know what you think about it, Tom. He's my father. You don't need to excuse him.
I'm just saying that perhaps you should give him a call. He's not getting any younger, you know.
We're all not getting any younger, and some of us don't even get particularly old. Because there are people like my father.
Now we're arguing again.
Yeah, but we won't ever get over this, Tom. We're too different.
Yeah, we are. But I like you anyway.
I like you too, even though you're a bugger.
There you go. You've said something nice at last. By the way, have you got your own family yet? I'm working on one right now.
Yeah, I heard. Congratulations. To Jacqueline as well. I knew there was something going on between you two.
Yeah, you were right. I'm really happy. She's great. And you? Have you got someone?
Oh yeah, two actually.
You dirty thing. How is it? Don't you get into trouble?
Rubbish. I'm living with two guys, but just in a flat share.
Aha. What kind of guys then? I hope they treat you right.
The question is, do I treat them right? No, seriously. They're both really sweet. Mike is the definition of a computer geek. I evacuated him from his mother's house. He would still have been sitting in his nursery at 30.
Oh dear, he's even more of a geek than me. And the other one?
Bernard? Oh, he's a very special case. He's from Belgium and is already over 40.
Aha, so he's a loser.
Hey, don't diss my friends, okay? Bernard's a great guy. He's a mathematician and works for an insurance company.
Hey, wow, an insurance broker. Then he must be a real outlaw. How the hell did you meet him?
He's an art theft specialist. I was involved with them when I was writing my thesis.
Ooh, that sounds dreadful. What was it about? Insurance between Rococo and the postmodern.
Exactly. How did you know that? It was an essay on counterfeit art, Tom. Han van Meegeren, heard of him?
Sounds like a pirate.
Not far off. He was an exceptionally gifted counterfeiter, palmed Goering off with a fake Vermeer.
Oops, that was cheeky.
You don't say. Counterfeit art is part of Bernard's specialist field. That's how we met.
And then you just moved in together. Oh, come on. You can't fool me. There's something going on between you two.
Jealous, Tom?
And how, damn you? You always preferred older men.
Now stop that. There's nothing doing with these two guys. We're like brothers and sisters.
All right, fine. Then you must be seeing that old geezer, the one you were always going on about. That McCain? Or what was he called?
Professor McBride? You can't leave that alone, can you? He was my examiner, Tom. And a friend. And he still is.
Examiner and friend. So that's what you call it these days.
You idiot.
Listen, I've got to go. Jacqueline and me are going to our prenatal class soon.
Wow. Then enjoy the stretching. Send my love to Jacqueline. Tell her I'm jealous.
Liar. I'll tell her. We'll phone again, right?
We'll do that. Take care, Tom.
Take care.
Hey, Mike.
So, everything ready?
That's what I was going to ask you. Quickly do something on the computer, huh?
Have you seen the paper?
Certainly have.
Well, it's a good shot of me, isn't it? Damn, I look so athletic in that picture, like Spider-Man.
If Spider-Man did an office job.
Come on, that's not nice. I've lost 4 kilos. Otherwise, I wouldn't have made it even halfway up the tower. Tell me I was good.
You were great. But a kitchen blender would also have been all right. I don't want to celebrate my next birthday in jail. Have you got your phone?
Sure.
Your keys?
Yes, Mum. And you? Have you got your phone?
Of course.
Okay, I'll be down in a minute.
Hurry up. I'll wait downstairs.
Come on, Catherine. We're in a hurry.
Okay. And now?
We wait. The guy's called Odila. We'll be here any minute now. Get into the pod, I'll stop it, we do the deal, and then I'll bring you back down.
How did you come in contact with this guy?
Well, that's a funny story. He heard about our South Africa deal, and then he got in touch with Bernard.
He got in touch with us. Where did he get the number?
No idea. Bernard said he had a message on his mailbox. That's how it came about.
And you're certain this isn't a trap?
Almost certain.
Oh, great. Come on, let's go back.
Nonsense. Keep calm. I've checked him out. He's got at least 5 diplomatic passports, all of them fake. He's no cop.
And I'm supposed to hang around with him in that pod on my own?
I'll be there too. There. There he is.
That one there?
Yeah. The guy in the white suit.
I don't know. I've got a bad feeling about this.
Go on. You'll be okay.
Oh, all right.
You got your mobile on?
Of course.
Yes. Glad you could make it. Let's get started.
I'm getting in now.
I'm with you. You're doing great. Stop. Now. Watch out for what you do. Voila! Everything all right?
What a wonderful view. Just look at all these people. Every one of them has a dream, and every one of them is working towards it. As busy as termites, right? Millions of souls building proud, ornate towers. Do you like termites, Mrs.
Catherine.
Mrs. Catherine? In my country, termites are seen as the incarnation of the dead. The holes in their towers lead to the spirit world. Isn't that strange? No matter how high the towers grow, they still lead to the underworld. And no matter how high this big wheel turns, its foundations remain the dust of the earth, the mud, the dirt.
Whoa, the guys are loony. Shall I bring you down?
You wanted to make us a business proposal.
Business? That's an ugly word. You can help us. You can free a soul.
I don't fully understand.
Catherine, shall I get you down now?
I represent a big man. He's prepared to pay £5 million for the portrait of Winston Churchill that's hanging in the London Modern.
Not just one lunatic, but two.
That's a lot of money for a painting.
It is fitting for this painting. My client doesn't calculate according to the market price.
He'll know what he's doing.
Not.
You don't need to worry about that. The picture is of great worth to him, and it should be for you too. $2 million in advance, the rest on delivery. Is that acceptable?
Don't say the wrong thing now.
Is the money in the suitcase?
It's yours.
We need about a week. If we fail, you get the money back, minus our expenses.
You won't fail.
We'll do what we can.
That's enough now.
All right, then.
See you next week.
I'm counting on you. Don't forget that.
I'll keep it in mind.
What a charming fellow. Let's get out of here.
Okay. Meeting in 10 minutes, okay?
Okay.
Just a minute. There we go. Bernie? Bernie!
Isn't there?
Where the hell is he then?
There. Here he comes.
There you are. Were you in town?
Yeah, just quick bank business.
Well, then you could have come with us. We could have used you. Your mystery guest was a bit of a creepy fella. Wasn't much fun being all alone with him in that pod.
So, what did he say? What's the job? There is a job, isn't there?
London Modern. A portrait of Churchill. 2 million as down payment.
£2 million? He'll give us that much for that painting? He must be crazy.
That he is.
He wants it this week. Can we manage that?
That depends completely on how long MacBride needs for the copy. The old man isn't doing so well just now.
Why? What's happened? When did you see him last?
Yeah, well, I was at his place last week. He seemed somehow unhinged.
Oh dear. Then I'll go and see how he is later on.
All right then. I better get to work on the computer.
Hey, Mike. And what about the picture? Can you sort that out straight away?
Sure. Just a second. Have a look for the USB stick, please.
USB stick. Okay. Just a moment.
What about the stick?
Okay.
What about the stick?
Okay.
See you later.
Hey, Mike. Here it is.
Ah, great. Wait a minute, yeah? Voila. Okay, I've got it.
Wow, that was quick. Great.
A mere trifle.
I'll go to McBride's place now. You look for the plans of the building in the meantime. And see if you can find out any more about this Odila guy. Oh, by the way, the rubbish needs taking out as well. And we're out of toilet paper.
Great. Anything else? What about Bernard? Is he going to do anything?
Why don't you ask him?
Bernard! The rubbish needs taking out.
See you later, guys. Maybe Mike needs the van. I'll go to Robert on foot. Robert, it's me. Robert, it's me. God, you look terrible. Are you unwell?
Ah, Catherine. It's nice that you came over.
What's wrong with you? You're really pale, and you've lost weight.
Yeah, well, an old chap like me can afford to lose a few stone, eh?
Have you been ill? You should have told me. I could have cooked for you.
No, I'm fine. I'm just not sleeping very well.
You worry too much. You didn't call on my birthday either.
Oh, no. What day is it today?
Wednesday, the 1st of July. My birthday.
Oh, dear. I'm getting old. Come here. All the best for the smartest, best, most talented girl in the world. Or at least in town.
Or at least in this studio.
I haven't got anything for you.
Yeah, you have. We've got a job. You've got a week to do the copy. Can you manage it?
A week? I hope it's at least something a bit challenging.
I wouldn't get too excited. I've got it with me. Wait. This projector still work?
If it doesn't, give it a bang. I don't know why.
Because that always helps? Robert's projector. He uses it to project the original for the preliminary drawing. The projector. Robert? You really aren't looking good. Come on, tell me. What's wrong?
What's wrong? I told you. I'm not sleeping well.
Are you depressed? Alone? Lonely?
No. More the opposite. Listen, Catherine, I'm going to tell you something, but you mustn't make fun of me, you hear?
I promise.
There's someone here.
What? What do you mean? Who is it?
Not now. Not when I'm here. There's someone here. In my studio. I can see it in little details. I'm not alone here.
Come on, that's nonsense. Who'd break into your studio? Is anything missing?
No. Nothing. But I can feel it. Someone comes in when I'm not here. When I come back, a cloth is lying a millimeter to the left, or a book is open at another page, or a canvas is leaning at a slightly different angle against the wall.
No, rubbish. You're imagining it.
You see? You're making fun of me. You think I'm mad, right?
No, not at all. It's terrible if you're scared. I only wanted to reassure you. You're probably mistaken. That's what I wanted to say. Where's the painting of Jessica? It was always back there in the corner.
I burned it.
You did what?
I couldn't stand her looking at me anymore. Her eyes changed over the years. She looked at me like a stranger.
But it was just a picture.
Exactly. That's why I burned it. I don't need that stare. I want to keep Jessica in my memories. Just like I knew her.
Robert, that painting looked like it always did.
You should know better, Catherine. Perception is in the eye of the beholder. Jessica didn't change. I changed. That's what I saw in her eyes. And that's what I didn't want to see anymore. The painting didn't become alien to me. I became alien to the painting.
I'm worried about you. Won't you come round for dinner tonight?
Ah, don't worry, I've got some soup from yesterday.
You can't live on that.
You can't die from it either. I'll be fine.
Shall we get you anything? Do you need paints or canvas?
I've still got the key for the faculty. I'll have a look in the storeroom later.
We'd better buy that stuff. They'll realize if something goes missing. The new Chancellor has got every single pencil itemized.
Not in the storeroom. I spoke to Dawson and Trevor. They don't touch the storeroom. They say that the old stuff from before 2005 is worthless. It doesn't even exist according to the new inventory. They'll be throwing it all out.
Throwing it away? Everything? The paintings from past students? You're not serious?
Shall I have a look to see if there are still some of your works in there?
The picture of my father. Perhaps that's still lying around.
You want that back?
He called today.
Gosh. And, what did he say?
I didn't pick up. He said all the best for your birthday.
That's more than I said. Are you going to call back?
I don't know. So this is it. Good old Churchill. Can you do that in a week?
Who the hell wants this amateur crap?
Some insane collector. I was a bit surprised myself. He sent along a rather mysterious middleman.
I could paint that blindfolded. Any old street painter can do this innate portrait realism.
But not to such a standard that it's good enough for a museum. Only you can do that.
The original is just as out of place in a museum as the copy would be. It's inferior. Now, don't tell me he's going to pay for this.
You could say that. He'll give us 5 million.
£5 million for this? What's happened to the art market?
It certainly hasn't become more rational. All the better for us. Robert? Listen, I've got to go. You really won't come over for some dinner?
I'd rather do some work.
Okay. Then take care, all right? Look after yourself. I'll be in touch. Hey.
Hey, so what did McBride say? Is he gonna do it?
Yes, but he isn't well.
I told you, he's slowly reaching that age.
You should know.
He burned the painting of Jessica.
Seriously?
He says he's changed. He can't stand seeing the picture anymore. He also thinks he's being followed. He said that when he's not there, people go snooping around in his studio.
Ah, heck. So he really has changed. He's gone all paranoid then. Or could there be some truth in it? Has he got any evidence?
He said he knows that it's true. He can see it in certain details.
Well, that doesn't sound good at all. If he's right, we've got a serious problem.
We've got a problem, Mike, because he's unwell. He's our friend. We've got to help him.
Okay, but how? I've never been particularly pally with him. You're his favourite. Tell us what we can do for the old boy and we'll do it.
I'll do it.
That's nice of you.
Take the rubbish out with you, okay?
Weren't you gonna do that?
Hey, I had things to do. The London Museum plan. Forgotten already?
And? Have you got it?
Ha! What do you think? Of course. Not. But I know where we can get it. The building was designed by the architects Wilbur and Thompson. I've already been on their server.
But?
Yeah, well, this server has some teeny-weeny Security features. Nothing serious, but it's going to take me the whole day to crack it.
Okay, then we'll go to the museum tomorrow and have a look around. Okay, off we go.
Jack Stern, haven't got time now. Goodbye.
Stop.
Oh, Chief. Hey, Chief, how's it going? Sorry, I didn't see it was you. What can I do for you?
Jack, how long have you been working for us?
Oh, come on, Chief. I'm sorry. My phone's ringing all day. I just wanted to,
How long?
11 years.
And do you want to continue working for us?
Yes, Chief.
Then don't hang up again before I tell you to.
No, Chief.
Good. I'll be sending you a file soon. Death of a member of the British government. The security threat level's been increased. You'll be checking whether this thing has any relevance to our security. You read the files, travel to London, have a look at this thing, and then write a report immediately. Questions?
No, Chief.
Then fine. Now, you may hang up.
Thanks, Chief. Knucklehead. Okay, then I'll give the ladies and gentlemen a call.
MI5, Special Agent Jordan Bellico.
Jack Stern, International Police, Washington. Hi, Jordan. So, how's the weather over there?
It's raining. Do you know how late it is here, Mr. Stern?
Yeah, of course. I'm not disturbing you, am
I assume you're calling about the Henston case. Your boss gave me advance warning.
I? Exactly. I know. It's a real whodunit. We'd like to get an idea of this thing at first hand.
Our whole department has been working non-stop for the past 48 hours. I'm on my way home. I've just come from the pathologist.
Okay. I'll keep it short. I plan to fly out today. I'd be there tomorrow morning. Does that suit you?
Not particularly, but it can be organized.
And can you arrange a set of wheels for me?
What do you have in mind?
A van would be good. One of those surveillance vans.
That's doable. Any particular features or fittings?
If you had a sleeping bag?
Sure.
And perhaps a steering wheel on the right side?
The steering wheel is on the right side.
British sense of humor, huh? Very good. So I'm flying to London Central, and then I'll come out to you.
No one will be able to pick you up. We'll park your van in the airport car park and leave the key for you at the check-in. I'll send you an email with the password soon. You have my mobile number, just in case.
Wonderful.
Then good night. See you tomorrow.
Okay. There you are. We've got it. Good.
United Airways booking office.
Jack Stern, International Police, Washington. I have a business account with you.
Yes, Mr. Stern. I found you. What can I do for you?
I need a seat on the next plane to London.
That will be the direct flight at 2:30 p.m., sir. Business class?
Definitely. And give me a seat next to the aisle. And a parachute.
Aisle seat, sir. I've made a note of that. That will be $2,500. Where should I send your e-ticket?
Send it to my email address.
The ticket's on its way. Please be at the check-in in Terminal 2 no later than 2 p.m. United Airways wishes you a pleasant flight.
Thanks. Okay, I've printed the ticket out. Good, so I'll pack up now and get out of here. I've been hoping for years that this place would burn down. All right, then. Hello. My name's Jack Stern. You have a message for me?
Your passport, please, sir.
Sure.
Thank you very much. The password for receiving the message, please.
Password? Oh, yes. One moment. The password is 53 Alpha 2 Lima Whiskey 5.
Thank you, sir. This key was left for you.
Well then.
Have a nice day, sir.
I just can't get the autopsy report off my mind. Puzzling. So the doctors don't have a clue either. Who would have had a motive? He must have had enemies for sure. I'm gonna ask Bellico. That must be it. Not bad. Okay. Attractive. And so roomy. Right. Welcome home. Is that him? It has to be him. Hi, you must be Jordan, right? Jack Stern, it's a pleasure.
Did you have a pleasant flight?
Yeah, well, I don't really like flying, you know. But after 5 beers, it was all right.
Everything all right with the car?
Yeah, everything's fine, thanks. I've made myself at home in there. The thing with the steering wheel's a bit of a pain, but I'll manage.
I'd have thought driving on the left would be a lot easier after 5 beers.
Oh, yeah. Damn, you caught me. Where do I hand in my driving license?
To me, for example.
Hey, Jordan, come on now. I'm completely sober. You wouldn't make things difficult for a fellow policeman now, would you?
Like I said, Jack, your boss warned me about you.
What did the old grouch come up with this time?
No, he thinks a lot of you. But he also said that you're not so hot on following the rules.
Nonsense. I love rules.
All the better. Because you're in Great Britain now, Jack. You'll respect the law here. All the laws, including the ones that concern driving under the influence. Is that clear?
Crystal clear. Okay, now tell me, what happened to the poor guy?
We don't know any more than what's in the report. Perhaps the post-mortem can tell us something, but the pathologist wasn't particularly optimistic.
Evidence secured?
And checked. All negative thus far. It would appear that he really did just fall down dead. Organ failure.
Did he take drugs?
Well, cocaine, uppers, sleeping pills, and he was an alcoholic, but no critical blood values. He went to the doctor regularly. The results were all in order.
Wow. Almost sounds as though the man was more afraid of flying than me, huh?
Indeed. But his consumption patterns are unfortunately not uncommon for a top-ranking politician.
I suppose I don't really need to ask if he had enemies.
It would be quicker to list his friends. You followed the coverage of the demonstrations over the G8 summit?
Sure.
Then you've seen a few 100,000 of his enemies. Our first thought was political murder, but we can't find a thing. No weapon, no injuries, no bacteria, no poison.
Did he have family?
Wife, ex-wife, 3 children, golden retriever, and a girlfriend, of course, his blonde assistant. She's going to inherit everything, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh? And how old is she?
22. Can't count to 5, but looks like Miss Universe.
We must be doing something wrong, Jordan.
At least we're still alive.
I'd like to have a look around in there now.
Of course. I've already informed the officers. You have access to the office at any time. Your colleagues from France have also been here, by the way. Took off again yesterday.
Are you coming in with me?
Sorry, I've got too much to do. We're putting a special commission together. You've got my mobile number, so if you find anything...
You'll be the first to know.
That's right. So, speak to you soon.
Okay, off we go. I call it shortening the chain of command. An old trooper. A regular wife of Dracula. Well, it's a piece of something. gotta be one of Henston's predecessors. An old trooper. Better take a closer look around here. Minister Henston's organizer. Gotta do a bit of research on these entries. Let's see. Shortly before his death, Mr. Henston went out for a meal with a certain Nancy Jenkins. And then on the following day, again with a Laureen Myers. Then he had a meeting with a company called Art Trans in his office. That could be it. A model then, huh? Alibi service? The good minister was very organized. Specialist art shipper. Strange. Hello, Mrs. Jenkins. This is Jack Stern from the International Police. I'd like to ask you a few questions. Do you have a moment for me?
International who?
International Police. I'm investigating the death of the minister James Henston. I assume you've heard about that.
Well, I never. So he's dead, is he?
You don't know anything about it?
Listen, Mr. International Thingamajig.
My name is Stern.
James Henston was a purebred sod and didn't deserve any better. I hope it was a slow and painful death.
Oh, we're still working that out.
You had to cut him up into little pieces for that.
Oh, well, I think something like that will be done.
Good. Very good. If you need any help with that...
You didn't like Mr. Henston very much? Why'd you go to dinner with him then?
Because he paid for it. It's my job.
escort service, you see.
Why do you have such a bad opinion of him?
He was a pig. Don't you want to ask me if I killed him?
No, I don't think so. I'm sorry if I put you in an awkward position.
Not at all. It was a pleasure.
Yeah. Good. So then, thank you very much for now.
Myers?
Hi, Mrs. Myers. This is Jack Stern from the International Police.
International Police? Well, I never. So word of mouth does work.
What do you mean?
Wait a minute. What's this about, please?
I have a few questions about the death of James Henston.
Oh, I see, yes. That was a terrible thing. I was out for a meal with him just the day before he died.
That's exactly why I'm calling. What was the purpose of your date?
Business. Contract extension.
Mr. Henston was a customer of your service?
For many years. He had a bit of a difficult marriage.
I can imagine. So you supplied him with the fitting alibis for his marital difficulties?
Exactly. Have you got a problem with that?
Not at all. Did Mr. Henston have any other difficulties, apart from his marriage?
Well, with a job like his, you always have a lot of difficulties. He traveled a lot, and not all of his destinations were meant to be public knowledge.
Did you always know where he was going when he needed an alibi?
No. We don't ask our customers questions. We give them answers.
Where were you when Mr. Henston died?
You're asking for my alibi?
I'm quite sure you have one.
I've got 20.
One's enough for me.
I was working out a contract with a high-ranking American policeman. International Police. Would you like to know his name?
Perhaps I better not.
I thought not.
Good. Well, thanks a lot for now.
Nothing at all, Mr. Stern. And, if you ever need an alibi...
I know. Have a nice day.
Art Trans Limited, Jeff Travis speaking.
Hi, Mr. Travis. Jack Stern here from the International Police. I have a question about one of your customers, James Henston.
Oh, yes. The minister. He just died, didn't he?
That's right. There's a note in his diary suggesting he had an appointment with you the day before his death.
One moment. Let me just check. Yes, that's right. His ministry had loaned out a picture for a special exhibition in the London Modern. We brought it back on that day. To his office, if I'm not mistaken.
Uh-huh. Now, which picture was it?
The Portrait of Cecil Rhodes by William James Thurber.
How many people did you send?
2, like always.
What are their names?
I can't tell you exactly. I haven't received all of the papers yet. They're still in the post. But you could ask at the museum. Our people have to sign transport documents there.
Okay, I'll do that. Thanks for now. Goodbye. G8 Summit. That was sure something. Wasn't that in D.C.? It all went off. National Guard and everything. I'll take a closer look at it on the web. Interesting. Okay, before I call Bellico, let's just see what Rhizome knows about Henston. I still have to take care of a few things first. Interesting. I still have to take care of a few things first. Now, would anyone notice if I just took a sip? Files. Okay, about time we got out to see some people. I'll speak to Henston's widow tomorrow, and with his assistant. Let's see how she's coping with her new wealth. And I still have to get to the museum, what with this art shipper and all. Better do that now, before they close.
Okay, here we are. Blimey, I haven't been here for ages. They've redone the whole forecourt.
Nice pigs. We could do with one of those for the loft.
We've already got enough pigs there. So, shall we go in?
What am I going to do if one of my old colleagues recognizes me?
You say hello. This is a museum. They'll be expecting visitors.
I just don't want anyone to ask awkward questions.
Come on, Mike's right. They'd be happy to see you. We're not doing anything illegal.
Not yet, anyway. So, off you go. I'll get my hands on the building plans in the meantime.
Good. Bernard, you check out the camera system. I'll look for the painting. Is your phone on?
Of course.
Then let's meet back here in an hour, all right?
Good luck.
Damn, I think I know him.
You'll manage. I'll concentrate on the cameras. Let's go. We'll split up. He'll only be able to follow one of us.
The guard's over here.
Okay, let's do it. Bugger.
What?
It's a lock with fingerprint authentication. Only certain guards can get in there.
Can Mike crack that thing?
Mike can crack anything.
Fingerprint lock. We'd be best off if we had the finger that fits.
I've got some bolt cutters and bandages if you want.
Funny.
A fingerprint would be enough, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. We've got to find out which of the guards go in and out of there. Mike,
What?
do you want to come in here and have a look at the lock?
I can't right now. I'm in the middle of penetrating the architect's server.
We'll manage without you.
Quiet now. I've got to concentrate.
I'll talk to one of the security guards.
You do that. I'm turning you off.
Catherine?
Here. Okay, stay on the line. I'm still in the corridor.
Lots of cameras here. Is it a new system?
Well, it wasn't there when I worked here.
It won't be that easy. We've got to find the surveillance room.
There used to be a security room on the ground floor. That could be it.
The museum floor plan. Got it. Noted.
Hey, mate.
Oh mon Dieu. Oh, you give me a shock.
What are you looking for down here? The gents?
Yes, exactly.
Toilets are upstairs. Now, out of here, alright?
All right. Excuse me.
Problems, Bernie?
My God. He's gone again. I'm in the cellar. Gotta come upstairs again. With you, Catherine.
Okay, then I'll go through to the other exhibition room.
Good. There are quite a few. Okay. Okay, Catherine. I'm ready over here.
All right, then let's meet outside. Mike, what about the server?
Mike, where are you up to?
Just about ready. Jeez. Oh, come on, stupid thing. I don't believe it. Does this damned admin want to give me a proper workout or what? Ah, thank you. Welcome to the Wilbur and Thompson intranet. Ha! These amateurs. Voila! The whole plan. Beautifully cleanly labelled, and all of the security systems are there too. Children!
Not now.
You know who's just hacked the superhumanly protected network of Wilbur and Thompson then? Super Mike, master of the digital tides. No, don't thank me, it's just my daily bread, making the impossible possible.
Brill, Mike. Now shut your gob. I need to speak to an ex-colleague.
Is that the sum of your appreciation of a genius? Shut your gob, Mike?
You just said we shouldn't thank you. Come on, turn it off.
Ha, great. You guys are real smart asses.
Tony? Hey, you're Tony Warner, right?
Do I know you?
Tony, how's Maud? What about little Rachel? She must be going to school by now.
Wait. Catherine? You're Catherine?
Yeah.
I don't believe it. Catherine! Oh my god, you're...
Grown up? Come on, say it.
Yeah, well, yes. Really grown up. Ooh, you're looking good. God, ooh, how long has it been?
7 years, Tony. You had that ridiculous moustache back then. Looked like a porn star.
Oh my god, you remember that? Well, Maud forced me to shave it off. I feel completely naked. Don't look at my face.
You look great.
Yeah, you too. Tell me, what are you up to now? Are you still studying? No, you must have graduated ages ago, right?
Yeah, well, it was a difficult journey, definitely. But I did it. At some point, they just didn't want me there anymore.
And now? You working? Still doing guided tours? Got a family?
Well, a bit of this and that. And no family. I still haven't met the right guy. But I'm sharing an extremely chaotic flat. That's already enough for me.
Oh yeah, that's right. You had those friends. You're still living with them? But weren't you going to start a revolution or something? Did you manage?
Sure. Don't you read the papers?
Oh yeah, of course. You've just bumped off Henston.
Exactly. In cold blood, with a sawn-off stiletto heel. And now we're planning the ultimate economic crash.
Well done. Burn down the Ministry of Culture while you're at it. They just cut my wages for the 3rd time.
I'll make a note. And how did things pan out here? It was probably hell here without me.
Worse than hell. We had this break-in 5 years ago. After that, the place was converted into some kind of Alcatraz.
I saw. It's full of cameras now.
Yeah. At the same time, they fired half of the guards. The cameras see more and cost less. Next month, they're kicking Stevens out. Remember him?
Stevens? No.
Yeah, poor sod. Used to teach art at a secondary school. They sacked him for being drunk. He dried out and started working here. They needed some poor fool to change the hard drives as long as the system was still just semi-automatic.
And now it's completely automatic.
That's right. Now there's just patrols into the security room. No permanent crew. He's already got his papers. Now he's getting drunk every day. He's in the pub by 5 o'clock.
Oh dear. And you? Are you worried about losing your job?
We're all worried, aren't we? I mean, have a look around. Everyone's wondering who's going to be next to go. They're scared of terrorists, thieves, burglars, criminals. They cling to the feeling that they're safe, that there are heroes watching over them. And well, I'm one of these heroes. Maud and I bought a house 3 years ago. I need the job.
You won't lose it, I'm sure.
The director has already warned us. The people leaving now won't be replaced, and if you make a mistake, you're out.
How's Maud doing? Is she working again?
The director was generous enough to give her a cleaning job. She polishes the whole place once a week. At night.
Sounds like a tough break.
Yeah, but she's a tough girl. She's working tonight, by the way. My night off.
Uh-huh. And that means...
What do you think? Time for the pub. I'll take over from Stevens there as a worthy replacement.
Oh dear. And the children?
Oh, they won't wake up. I give them sleeping pills, you know. Absolutely fail-safe. Maud hasn't noticed a thing. Don't look like that. My nephew's looking after them. That means he's secretly watching my DVDs and emptying the fridge.
That's what babysitters are for.
Hey, why don't you come along?
What? On your pub crawl?
Yeah, of course. First, I'll get you really drunk, and then we'll talk about the old days.
That sounds great. You're married, Tony.
Oh, damn. I completely forgot. Well, whatever. Then we'll really talk about the old days. What do you say?
I'll think about it. Okay, Tony, I've got to go.
What about this evening?
We'll see. Otherwise, we can meet up soon.
Damn. If I'd only kept my moustache.
See you later, Tony. Guys? Met an old friend of mine.
Believe me, we're preparing the ultimate break. Dad goes off to flirts for hours.
At least least I now know where we can find the guard from the surveillance room. He's over in the pub on the other side of the street.
I'm on my way.
You stay in the van, Mike. I'll do this. You can have a beer afterwards.
Sure.
It has to be here. Hi.
Hi. Henry, leave it. What can I get you, sweetheart?
Let me see. A cup of tea, please.
Oh, no, girl. Can't you order something decent?
Shut it, Henry. Cup of tea for the lady, on its way.
Nice pub. I like it. Is it your place?
You want to buy it, sweetheart?
Is it on the market?
Ah, you bet. You can have the whole thing and everything in it. Paintings, barman, annoying regulars, all for a fixed price.
Sounds attractive. How much?
Oh, mere 40,000 quid, plus 290 for the tea.
Then let's start with the tea.
I tell you what, darling, if you buy this dump, I'll pay for your tea, all right?
You can pay off your own tab first, Stevens.
Come on, girl. Keep me company. I don't like drinking alone.
Let her drink her tea in peace.
Don't be like that. Let's have a drink. Come on. My wife won't mind.
His wife's on the family program at Alcoholics Anonymous.
You're a scumbag, Chuck. Come on, girl. Don't listen to that tattooed idiot. Have a drink with me. Hey?
Stevens, you're harassing my guests.
It's all right. I think he's rather sweet.
Takes all sorts.
So here I am. May I?
Ha! Hey, Chuck, see this? You and your tattoos can take a running jump, mate. The girl knows a real gentleman when she sees one. Hey?
What are you drinking?
His fourth Guinness.
Ha! He's a plonker, ain't he? Trying to make me look bad in front of a pretty lady, the jealous git.
I'll have a Guinness too, please, Chuck.
I like this girl. Come on, Chuck, pull her a pint.
A beer for the lovely lady, on its way.
You work over there in the museum?
No, not really. I'll be finished next month. Sacked.
I'm sorry. What are you going to do after that?
Yeah, well, I guess I'll be keeping my old mate Chuck company more often.
Oh, yeah, that'll be great.
It's all right. You see, girl, since the break-in, the management has installed all kinds of security. Humans are too fallible for them. Don't see enough, don't hear enough, go on holiday, make mistakes.
Which break-in was that?
A couple of cheeky fellas cleaned out half the Turner exhibition, didn't they? They bribed a couple of guards. The paintings were apparently for some weapons maker. But they could never pin it on him. Anyway, the museum then decided that the human guards are the weakest link in the security system. Then they started to move everything over to automatic surveillance.
I've never heard about that case.
Yeah, well, they kept it hush-hush for a while. They thought they might have been able to uncover something bigger. That's why they kept it quiet.
Well, I'd better be off. It was nice to meet you, Henry.
Ah, the pleasure was all mine, darling. But, you didn't tell me your name.
Oh, yeah, I'm Tracy. Well then.
Well, what do you say, Tracy? Can I see you again? Can I have your number?
We'll see, all right? But I've really got to go now. Sorry.
Wait a minute. What about your tab?
Ah, what a scumbag. The drink's on me.
So I'll add it to all the rest, yeah?
Oi! I pretty much own shares in your bloody pub. That makes me your boss, Chuck. Huh? Have a think about that while I'm taking a leak.
There you go, Chuck. The pub's already sold. Now or never. Now or never. I need his glass. Okay, I've got my glass. So, the glasses have been swapped over. Time for me to go. Okay, guys. Maybe I'll see you around.
I hope so. And if you change your mind about this place...
Sure, I'll let you know. Okay, that's it. Then off home. Hey, it's me again.
You smell of alcohol. I'm disappointed.
Sure. What have you been doing?
We've been working. I've got the plans, Bernie has the camera locations. And now the million-dollar question, what have you got?
A bad conscience.
Good grief. Bernard, she's taken one of her turns. You take care of it. I'm going out for some fresh air.
Don't look like that.
How am I looking?
Worried? Fatherly? Therapeutic? I hate that.
What happened? Do you want to talk about it?
I told you. Useless therapy crap.
Okay. And what else?
What do you mean, what else? Nothing else. We're a bunch of idiots, that's all.
Good. What makes you say that?
We steal from the wrong people. I've just spoken to the guard from the museum. He lost his job because there was a break-in years ago, and now a computer does his job.
Have you got his fingerprints?
Yes, I've got his bloody fingerprints. I conned him, and now we've got his fingerprints. But it wasn't right.
Why not?
Because he's no stinking rich art dealer, Bernard. He's just some poor guy in a museum who gets fired because of people like us. People who break in and deceive and steal.
We don't take anything from anyone, Catherine. We take something back. You say that yourself often enough.
Don't tell me what I said.
Isn't that true anymore?
I don't know.
You need a rest.
Perhaps.
Listen, I understand you. But we've just agreed to do this thing. I've already spoken to Holmes Not Bombs. We've got to go through with it.
I know.
Look, we'll talk it all through and tomorrow the world will look a better place. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, here's the building plans. Perhaps you'll be interested to know how hard it was to get hold of them. Well, first there were multi-encrypted codes, then the server routing, very clever. Then I had to...
Yeah, that's great, Mike. You're the best. Now, let's have a good look at them. Catherine's got to get to bed.
Excuse me? I've got to get to bed? I've been working on this for 13 hours.
Mike, please. It's all in tiny writing. Where's the magnifying glass? Ah, I've already got it.
The idiots really have written all over the plan.
They could afford to. It all looks bomb-proof to me.
There's gotta be a way. Those other guys managed to break in 7 years ago.
Yes, but that was before all this equipment was installed.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What's this door here?
Here? Oh, there seems to be a connection to the Thames.
Impossible. We won't get through there. That bend in the Thames is underwater.
Then we'll just have to dive.
Oh, no. Not diving again. I'm not going through all that again.
There. There's a drain that runs under the museum. That might work. We've got to try it. We'll dive.
Fine. Super. You two dive, I'll hold the fort.
There aren't any sharks in the Thames, Mike.
Oh, great. Then it's completely safe.
But I can't open the steel door. Come on, Catherine will be with you.
I hate you both.
All right then. Stay here. We'll just go and have a little look first. You can at least get the boat ready, okay?
I'm on my way.
Okay, let's go.
Catherine, come on. We're ready to go.
Wow, you're quick.
Absolutely.
Okay, Barney. Let's go.
Ahoy there.
There it is. The inlet over there.
From up here, it looks like the access has got a grill over it.
Perhaps you can get through underwater. We'll have to have a look.
Okay, then I'll dive down. I can't get through. The train has a grill right down to the bed. Wait, I've got an idea. Now back at full speed. Okay. Bernard? I've done it. An old vault. There's a steel door. I guess it leads to the museum cellars.
What kind of lock has the door got?
Wait, I'll have a look.
Get to the vault. There are cars parking up there now.
Nearly done. No problem. A normal security cylinder. The make is Atom, number 873562. Bernard?
Someone's coming.
Okay, I'm coming back. Be there in a minute.
No, stay in there. Catherine, stay in there.
Left-hand traffic. A total nightmare. Hey, there's the Thames. I'll go stretch my legs a bit. Hey, good evening.
Good evening.
Well, are you fishing yet? Just out for a walk? Well, it's a nice evening for it. I used to have a boat, too. It was a little bit smaller, of course. Ah, you're diving. Well. You see anything down there in that soup?
My girlfriend's watch fell in the water.
I see. Was it expensive?
Yeah, quite. Family heirloom.
You'd have been right. Have you found it?
Sorry?
The watch. Did you find it?
Oh, right. No. Too dark. It's all mud down there.
What a shame. Say, is anyone allowed to dive in the Thames?
With a diving license, yeah, of course.
Ah, okay. Oh well, I've got to go. All right then. Have a nice evening.
Damn.
Why didn't you stay down there? I told you someone was coming.
I thought I could do it quicker. And I wasn't to know that you would start having a nice chat with him.
He spoke to me.
My girlfriend lost her watch. Great story.
I told you to stay down there. Let's get out of here, right now.
Evening.
Evening, sir.
Have you got a minute? I have a few questions to ask you.
It depends.
Jack Stern, International Police, Washington. It won't take long.
What's this about? The break-in was years ago.
Just a few routine questions. Your museum works with the logistics company Art Trends, right?
Yes. And?
Do you know their staff?
couple. Why? Is there a problem?
No, everything's fine. I'm just knocking on a few doors. Like I said, just routine. Have you noticed anything different about them? Change in personnel, unreliability, problems?
There's been a bout of illness recently, but I guess that's more to do with the fact that their guys are so badly paid.
Okay. When was the last time that someone from Art Trans was here?
Day before yesterday. The new exhibition on British history. Many of the pieces are loans.
Good. I'll have a little look around. I haven't been to a museum for ages. Oh, and could you tell me where I can get a drink around here?
Yeah, the Fine Arts Pub, across the road.
Okay, thanks.
Enjoy yourself.
The pub's opposite, he said. I'll go over and get a drink.
Oi, mate, can you lend me some dosh? At least enough for 10 shots.
Wow, not bad. I hope they got more of what he's had inside. Evening.
Good evening.
My God, what did you give the poor guy outside?
Oh, you mean Stevens? Yeah, well, he's had enough for today.
Not much business in here.
You're telling me.
Oh, why is that? Holidays? This place is in a good location, in the middle of the city, right next to the museum, right next to the town.
Well, people have got less money in their pockets. They prefer drinking at home.
The guy outside didn't much look like a millionaire either. A regular?
Unfortunately, his tab is worth more than half of this place.
Whoops.
Yeah, poor kid. He's about to lose his job in the museum. Now he sits here every day and drinks on credit. And buys drinks for girls. I must be an idiot.
Okay, thanks. Can I see the paper?
Yeah, sure.
Hang on. There was something else. Hang on. There was something else. Nasty thing with that minister. Have you read it?
Yeah, poor sod. That's what you get, though.
What do you think happened?
No idea. Perhaps he just took too much coke.
He had plenty of enemies, I hear.
Of course he did. But you can't move an inch here in London without the police knowing about it. If something happened, we'd know about it by now.
I haven't seen any police on the streets so far.
You gotta look up, mister. On the roofs, on the street lights. There's a camera on every building. It's called CCTV. When you spend a normal day in London, you're recorded more than 300 times.
Not bad. And still people can steal the numbers from Big Ben.
Yeah, crazy, innit? But I'll tell you something. They'll catch him. You seen the photo? That was CCTV too.
I can't make out much.
Oh, you just wait. They'll catch him.
Okay, I gotta go. Weird people here. But this CCTV thing has given me an idea. I gotta talk to the chief.
So how was it yesterday? You were back late? I was already asleep. What were you doing so late?
First, we had to clear the way into the drain. Then Bernard had a bit of a chit-chat with a passerby.
Very funny.
Seriously, there was really someone there.
What? Someone saw you? And spoke to you? Tell me, are you guys mental? Do you actually want to go to jail?
I tried to tell Catherine.
I don't believe it. Who was this guy?
Probably just a tourist. He had an American accent.
What did you tell him?
That Catherine was diving for a lost watch.
Brilliant. Really, absolutely brilliant. Why don't we just send an invitation to the police? You two are really getting old. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Next time you can go and think of something better, smart ass.
Come on now, stop that. It didn't go perfectly, I admit, but nothing happened. And the drain is clear now. How's the fingerprint going?
I haven't done it yet. Where's the glass?
In your room.
Okay, I'll have a look at it.
We also need a list of the guards who are on duty tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it all. That way, I'll at least know that you guys won't screw it up.
Pipe down now.
See you later. I've got things to do. Okay, let's go. Okay, there's the glass. Okay, nearly done. Right then, now I can see everything. The story unfolds. Okay, now I've only just got to transfer it over. Voila! The artificial security guard's finger is ready. In 0.0 seconds? I'm a genius. Alright, I've done it. Where's Bernie?
In town.
Again? Am I the only one who's actually preparing a break-in here?
Take it easy, Mike. You're the greatest.
Exactly. For one, I've got one of Mr. Stevens' fingers here. A 100% copy of the real thing and fully functional. I've also got hold of the staff list. A guy called Michael Nesbit is on duty in the museum tomorrow night.
Nesbit. Okay.
Is that alright? No qualms because you knew the guy from the past or something?
Don't get on my nerves, Mike.
Just asking.
Everything is absolutely fine. What's the number of the service telephone?
1006234. Did Bernie say when he'll be back?
No. I also don't know what these important things are that he always needs to do.
We'll discuss all the details tomorrow morning. There's a message for you on the artiphone. Your father, I think.
Good grief.
He's called a few times, hasn't he?
Looks like it.
What's up with him so suddenly?
Just the same as ever. He can't deal with the fact that he's a pig.
All right. All right then. I'm upstairs, okay?
Okay. Hey, Bernard, there you are. When did you get back? It must have been quite late, right?
Sorry, I ended up hanging out in town a bit.
Hey, look who's gracing us with a visit. Bernard! Now there's a surprise.
Okay, guys. Time for a briefing. So, the London Modern. I've had another look at the plans. This is what we're going to do. Tomorrow, Bernard and me will take the boat to the drain by the museum early evening. Mike, you park your van in front of the museum, tap into the cameras and be at the ready. I'll swim through the drain and get into position in front of the cellar door. Bernard, you position yourself in front of the museum in a guard's uniform. At 11 PM, they change the guards. At 10:50, the guard will unlock the main door. That gives us a window of almost 10 minutes. At 10:50, I'll call the internal phone in Exhibition Area 2. While the guard's on his way there, Bernard enters the museum, goes to the surveillance room, opens the door, and turns off the recorders. Mike, you watch over the cameras and let Bernard know when he can leave the building again. I'll open the cellar door with the bump key and then go upstairs. Then I'll swap the pictures and head straight back. Bernard, in the meantime, you should be back at the van. You two get out of there without attracting attention. I'll take the boat. We'll meet back at the loft. Is everything clear?
Crystal.
Good. Then please go and check the kit and prepare the boat and the van. I'll go round to Roberts. Hopefully he's finished. Robert? Hey, how are you?
Fine.
You don't look very well.
The painting's finished.
Great. You're a treasure. We're doing it tonight.
Are you nervous?
Well, yeah, a bit. But that's part of it.
Sure. You'll manage.
Robert, what's wrong with you? Has something happened? Can we help you?
Everything's fine. Perhaps I'm just getting a bit too old for the stress.
Come on now, you can tell me. Are you still afraid?
Well, I've been thinking, Catherine.
Oh? What is it?
You know, I think it's time for you to quit. It's time for all of us to quit.
You're scared that we'll get caught, right?
Things have changed, Catherine. This isn't just fun anymore.
It was never just fun.
Yes, it was. A couple of do-gooders having fun playing Robin Hood. It's not like that anymore.
You're saying that as if we were terrorists. We're not causing anyone any harm. We help people.
That's what we want to believe, Catherine. But of course we cause people harm. Those who we deceive, those who we lie to, those who we steal from.
We aren't the liars and thieves in this world.
Yes, we are.
I really don't know what's got into you all of a sudden. What's different now to the past 5 years? Is someone threatening you?
You're too young to throw your life away. And you're too old to continue going on like this.
Oh, you sound like my father.
I sound like someone who cares for you.
I know that. You need a rest. Perhaps we all need a bit of a break. We'll take a break after the summer, okay? I promise. Is there anything you need? Have you got enough money?
I'll be fine for the time being. Give Bernard a few more pounds instead.
Why? Is he broke?
He borrowed 2,000 from me.
Why did he do that?
He said that he still owes his ex-wife money.
Why doesn't he talk to me about that?
You aren't supposed to know anything about this. I thought I'd tell you because you're such close friends.
I thought we were too.
Don't be so hard on him. He's ashamed of himself.
Ashamed of himself? You men really are weird. Okay, I've got to go now. The others will be waiting.
Say hello from me. And take care of yourselves.
You look after yourself. And don't worry. I'll call you tomorrow if everything goes to plan. There we go.
Ah, there you are. Did everything go okay?
Yeah, it's all good. I've got the picture.
And? How's McBride doing? Is he still having his panic attacks?
I'll tell you later. Have you got everything ready?
Of course.
Ready to go.
Okay, friends. Break a leg. See you at the museum. Alright then. Take care of yourselves.
Then let's go.
Just a minute. I want to ask you something, Bernard. Have you got money problems?
Why did you say that?
Bernard, we are friends. If there's a problem I should know about,
I don't gamble anymore. What do you want to know?
don't be offended. I'm just asking because...
Who have you spoken to?
No one. What are you always doing in the city, Bernard?
Are you spying on me?
Is there a reason for me to?
Listen, I've got things to sort out. With Michelle. Private things. Satisfied?
Since when have you been back in contact? I thought...
Catherine, your things are important. But I don't need to keep a log of my life forever. A few years older, there are lots of things I can decide without you.
Okay.
Let's go then.
Mike, we're there now. Exactly. Bernard will get changed here at the boat and then go to the surveillance room. I'll get ready to dive then. Are you guys ready?
Of course.
Okay. Then let's get started. I'm at the door. Bernard, everything all right?
I'm at the entrance.
Mike, where's the guard?
In the target area.
Okay. I'll call the phone now. Okay, so that's that.
Let's go over. Okay, now, go.
I'm in. Bernard, now it's your turn.
Okay.
No problem. Mike?
I can see you. You can go.
Okay, Mike. Good work. There we go.
Let me know when you're ready.
That's it.
Get yourself out of there.
On my way. Catherine, it's up to you now.
Where's the guard?
In the corridor at the front. Catherine, go. Bernard, come to the van.
I'm in the cellar.
Okay.
Okay, I've got it.
Catherine, the guard's coming. You've got to get out of there now.
Oh, Guys, I managed to get through the cellar. What's going on up there?
Somebody has set the alarm off.
Oh, crap.
Get out of there now.
See you at the loft.
.134 and not one bit of shut-eye. Still 80 degrees out there and the darn heat doesn't have aircon. The present position? I'm back at square one. Ellen Henston is happy that her charming husband's dead and she's not making any secret of it. But she's got an alibi and he'd signed over a couple of properties to her. For tax reasons, of course. She's now free to enjoy some good times with that old Henston. Seems to get on awfully well with her gardener, too. But hey, what's that matter to me? Of course, she's going to contest the will, too, and I can totally understand that. I've also, of course, spoken to the main beneficiary, Michelle Fielding, as far as that was possible. It was impossible that she fulfilled any assistant duties whatsoever. She can barely count to 3. She doesn't have an alibi and doesn't actually need one. I don't think she could even spell the word murder. So who else do we have? Nancy Jenkins is a hate-filled prostitute. Laureen Myers is an ice-cold businesswoman. But neither of them would kill anyone. Maybe the old turkey really did just keel over himself. Well, sometimes it is the right ones whose numbers come up. I've spoken to the picture shippers. They're completely harmless. The only thing that occurred to me was that they both looked pretty unwell. And one of them was wearing a darned expensive watch. Probably a fake from China. I'll have to tell the chief that everything's just dandy here. Henston's dead, nobody's missing him. End of story. Whoa! What's all the darn racket about? That's coming from the museum. What the hell's going on there? I'm gonna go take a look.
Hey, stop! Stay where you are.
Evening? What's going on here?
Put your hands up.
Hey, wait a second. Keep cool. I parked close by. I thought you might need some helping.
Hands up. Now.
All right. I'm a policeman. Jack Stern, International Police.
We'll soon find out who you are.
Listen, my ID is in the car. If you could just...
You're staying put. I've already called the police. You can tell them what you're doing here.
Come on, man. Just let me get my ID from the car.
Stay where you are.
I only want to get my darn ID, you bonehead.
Sorry. We'll have to wait for the police first.
Well, heroes, how did you sleep?
Badly. Not at all.
I dreamt that a special commando unit burst down the door and took me off to prison. And I don't want to talk about what happened next.
I was just laying awake. Things to think about.
Hey, what's wrong with you guys? All in all, it went really well.
Sure, we were within an inch of getting caught. We're not doing it like that again. I'd rather go on demos again. That's better for my nerves.
I really don't know what's wrong with you two. We're doing the handover soon and then we'll distribute the money. That's great, isn't it? This is the biggest deal we've ever done.
And if they catch us, we'll get the toughest punishment we could ever wish for.
Stop that, Mike.
The guy at the jetty saw us.
What's more, the camera at the car park saw us. If that damn alarm hadn't gone off.
I'm sorry, can we leave it at that?
So, when's the stupid handover?
At 3.
All right then, let's go. Bernie, are you coming?
I can't. I've got an appointment.
Again. Listen, what's actually going on? You've got appointments every 5 minutes.
Leave him.
Why? What is this? A pensioners' conspiracy?
Bernard has private things to clear up, Mike. Leave him be.
Ah, private things. Hell, I think I've got a couple of private things to sort out too. Instead, I hang around with you two, almost get locked up and live off £3.50, because I apparently owe my every waking hour to making this a better world.
Mike, that's enough now. We can talk about that later.
Later. Heck. Right, then let's go now.
See you later, Bernard.
Come on then.
Here we are. The same as last time, right?
Correct.
Have you calmed down yet? I wouldn't like to go in there with the feeling that you'll suddenly go mad and run off.
Ah, rubbish. There's the guy. So, here we go.
All right. Hello, Mr. Odila.
Good day. Shall we go?
Sure. Everything okay, Mike?
Everything's fine.
Miss Catherine, nice to see you again. Have you got the painting?
In the suitcase.
I knew I could count on you. You have ideals. People with ideals are determined and reliable.
Then I hope you have ideals too.
You'll get the money, if that's what you mean.
Don't you want to check the suitcase first?
Why, no. You would not deceive me.
Why do you believe that?
You are too scared. And your little friend down there, he's even more scared than you. He knows that it wouldn't be good to deceive me.
You said we were determined idealists.
That's the difference between idealists and idiots. The idealist knows when to be scared. The idiot runs blindly to his ruin.
Give me a sign if you want to get out of there.
The view is even more impressive today, don't you think? I have another job for you. It would please me if we were to continue our fruitful business relationship.
No, say no.
Tell me more.
Here's an envelope. I'm assuming you like Paris.
What do you have in mind?
$10 million for the painting you'll find in the envelope, if you can deliver within 10 days.
You've got to say no.
Let me see it.
Be my guest.
Fine.
You're crazy. These guys are insane. I'm bringing you down now.
Ah, your young friend's getting a little scared. That's good. He'll be trying even harder. It was a pleasure doing business with you. I'll see you in 10 days.
Is everything okay?
good idea to do business with these lunatics.
You heard what he'll pay. We would be crazy if we didn't do it.
Which painting does he want then? It's got to be the Mona Lisa at least.
No, I would have declined then. A portrait of George Washington.
What? He's going to spend that kind of money on that, Catherine? There's something not quite right about this guy.
You worry too much. Perhaps he says some strange things, but so far everything's gone well. And we're not going to get another chance like this in the foreseeable future.
We should have a closer look at the guy.
Do that, if it'll settle your fears. Come on, don't pull that face. Let's just get this thing done, and then we'll all go on holiday. That'd be good for Robert, too.
All right, then.
Just a minute. There we go. Hey, Mikey. Can you just check something for me on Rising?
Sure.
There you go. That's what you're looking for, right? Wait, I'll quickly copy it onto the stick for you.
Great. Then I'll make my way to Roberts. See you soon, okay?
Yeah, sure.
The projector. Robert? Robert, I've got some news. We're going to do the deal of the century. Robert? What's wrong? Aren't you talking to me?
Hello, Catherine.
Hi. What are you looking at out there?
I'm just looking at the clouds.
Uh-huh. You're not any better, are you?
Catherine, your father called me.
What? Where did he get your number?
He didn't say. He's worried about you. He wanted to warn me. Wanted me to talk to you.
Warn? About what? Is he trying to intimidate you now? Oh, that's so typical.
Who are we working for right now, Catherine?
For a good thing.
Are you sure? Who is the man you met at the London Eye? Do you know his name?
What's his name got to do with it? Did my father talk to you about that?
Your father warned us about doing business with certain people. People who are ruthless and insane.
Oh, he should know about that. How does he know what we're doing? You didn't tell him about it, did you?
No. He didn't say it in so many words, but I got the impression that he knows. He thinks we're in danger, Catherine. In great danger.
Tom? He must have spoken to Tom.
Who's Tom?
My ex-boyfriend. I told him a little bit about it, but just hints, really. My father must have spoken to him.
You told him what?
Nothing bad, really. Just that we... yeah, well, that we redistribute.
Well, bravo. And he told your father.
That's how it must have happened. It's possible that my father hired a detective. He'd stop at nothing. Perhaps that's why you feel like you're being watched.
I think he's really worried, Catherine. He sounded honest. We're stopping all of this. Today. Immediately.
We can't do that.
Yes, we can.
I've just sealed a new deal 10 minutes ago.
Then you'll just have to unseal it.
I can't.
Why not? You're scared of the guy yourself. It seems your father isn't far from the truth.
Listen, I've already spoken to Mike about it. We're going on holiday after this one, and if you all want, we can stop completely. But we've got to do this deal. I've accepted it.
What is it this time?
The Musée de Paris. It's a portrait of George Washington.
When?
We've got 10 days. Are you with us? Please.
You've got to call Tom. I want to know what he told your father.
Yes, I'll call him. We've got to leave tomorrow morning. Will you manage?
I hope so.
I'm sorry, Robert. I should have spoken to you all first.
Yes, you should have.
So, I'll leave the USB stick with the picture on it here, okay?
Yeah. Yeah, do that.
I'll be off then.
Have a good trip.
Guys, hey there. Hey, Mike.
Hi.
Where's Bernard?
Not here, like always.
I don't believe it.
Had to go to town, but I've already spoken to him. How was it at McBride's?
Good. Everything's fine. He'll do it.
Hallelujah!
We've got to pack. We're leaving tomorrow morning. We'll put the plan together once we're in Paris.
Why the rush? Shouldn't we...
No, we shouldn't. And we ought to clear out the loft just in case.
Just in case? You mean in case the cops turn up here or what?
Better safe than sorry. Mike, you usually like to be careful about these things. So let's be careful now, okay?
You don't need to tell me. Perhaps you ought to have a think about whether you're careful enough.
I'm going downstairs. Got a call to make. Hi, Tom. This is Catherine.
Hey, Catherine. Nice to hear from you. I was starting to...
I've got to talk to you, Tom.
Oh, okay.
Did my father call you again?
Why?
Did he or didn't he?
Yes, he did. Is that bad?
I don't know yet. What did you talk about?
Yeah, well, about you, of course. You know, Catherine. He really misses you. He means it. You should give him another chance.
What did you tell him about me?
Nothing. Nothing in particular. That you're doing well. I told him you're politically active. That you're still hanging out with people from uni. That kind of thing.
A bit more precise, please. Did you tell him that I'm a criminal or something?
Of course not. What makes you think that? You aren't. You aren't, are you?
No, of course I'm not.
There. You see? So what's the problem?
Nothing. Nothing at all. I just wanted to know if you'd talked.
You're not very well, are you? Come on, Catherine. I know you. What's wrong? Don't you want to tell me?
No, Tom, I don't want to. I don't want to tell you anything right now. Sorry. I didn't mean it like that. I'm not really feeling too good. Listen, I'll call again, okay? I've got things to do today.
Okay, do that. Take care of yourself, right?
You too.
Who was that then?
Were you listening in?
I could hear you through half the house. Is there a problem?
No, no problem.
Are you sure? Catherine, if we're in trouble, then perhaps Bernard and I should know about it too.
Have you packed yet?
So you don't want to talk about it?
There's nothing to talk about. Dad problems, that's all. Happy?
Hey! What's wrong? Have you been arguing?
No, everything's fine. And now I've got to go and pay in the money.
No, I've done that already.
What? When?
Just now, I was in town. Did Mike tell you?
You just took the money from my room?
Yeah. Is that so bad? I thought the sooner we got the money out of the house, the better. After all, it's all incriminating evidence, isn't it?
You can't just take things from my room, especially not money.
Why, is it your money?
Of course. Catherine decides everything around here anyway. What we do, where we go, who we give the money to.
Hey guys, what do you want from me? Have I done something wrong?
No, not yet. Hopefully it'll stay that way.
I thought we were friends. Friends trust one another. We're friends, aren't we?
Of course we are.
Then would you please stop going on at me?
Hey! It's all right. Come on, Mike. I think Catherine needs some space.
Okay. Have you got everything? Everything sorted in the loft?
Yep.
Good. Off we go then.
What an idiot. 12 more hours of my leeches. Morons. I gotta talk to the boss straight away. Jack Stern on the job. Hey, Chief. How you doing over there?
How are you doing? How was it in the custody of our British colleagues?
Oh. So they called you.
Yes, indeed. I had to confirm to the gentleman that you are a colleague of ours, Jack. I was rather inclined to say no.
You could never be that mean, Chief. I know you've got a heart of gold.
That'll do. I'd like to know how the damn inquiry's going.
I'm right in the middle of it. I've checked out loads of his last contacts, and I'm just checking out an employee of an art logistics company who had been in his office.
When you're not having to spend the night locked up.
Come on, Chief. Don't bust my balls. That was a stupid mishap, a mistake. I just left my ID in the car.
Jack, the demand for answers is growing over here. If you can confirm that there was no criminal intent in Henston's death, then I'll pull you out straight away. Can you confirm that?
No, I can't do that yet. I need access to a few more records.
More records?
Our colleagues here have a fabulous video surveillance system. It's called CCTV. Can you arrange for me to get access to the databanks?
No. We'll do it the other way around. You tell me from when and where you need pictures.
Oh, all right. The car park of the London Modern Museum. Last night, 11 p.m. to 1 a.m.
What do you want? A souvenir video of your arrest?
I just want to check something.
All right, then. I'll let you know.
You're 24 karat, Chief.
Oh, you'll get an email.
There's a black van there. Now what's it doing there? Damn it. I can hardly read the number plate. Hey, Chief, it's me.
I can hear that. And? Finished watching TV?
Almost. And now I've got a few new questions.
I'm listening.
I need login data for the British Vehicle Registration Plate Databank.
Of course. Tell me, Jack. Have you got any idea what kind of a fuss our English colleagues make every time I ask them for something? They're not especially generous with their data. Couldn't you have told me that before?
Chief, please.
Cut the soft crap. You'll get your damn login. But I want a report from you before the end of the week. You've frittered away enough on hotel expenses already.
I'm sleeping in the car, Chief.
You're sleeping where?
In the car.
Don't come back at me with reason. I'm trying to get all angry here.
So I'll get an email from you?
Yes, goddammit.
Thanks. I need a login for the British number plate database. I need to speak to the chief. 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 Let's see. If the number plate isn't there, then it has to be a fake one. Maybe it's just been altered. Look, Mike Mensforth. Right, so I'll organize myself a little visit to the young fella. It has to be here. 24 Madras Embankment. Mr. Mensforth? Mr. Mensforth, open the door. Police. I've got a couple of things I need to ask you. Oh well, I'll have to have a look myself then. Normal security lock. Normal security lock. Key for the van. Hold it. I need more information about this Mensforth, otherwise the chief will kill me. Minister Henston's organizer. Their names again? Nancy Jenkins, Laureen Myers, Art Trans. Hey, that's my passport. Here in the case is another special little tool. My bump key. Very useful. Works rather faster than a search warrant. Ha! There you go. I still got it. Mr. Mensforth? Are you home? Mr. Mensforth, this is the police. Seems like there really is no one here. Oh well, I'll find my way around. It's a real nice place. Hey, check this out. A computer freak, a geek, a couch potato. You can see it straight away. These pimple-faced losers all live the same kind of life. Could this be my man? Mensforth. I'll have a look around. Like travel documents. Someone has gone to Paris. Looks like travel documents. Someone has gone to Paris. Okay, let's see what we've got here. That's a certain Miss Winkler's business card from Megabase. It's got a phone number on it.
Megabase Software Solutions. You're talking to Susan Winkler.
Jack Stern, International Police. Hello.
What can I do for you, Mr. Stern?
I'm looking for a certain Mike Mensforth. Do you know him?
Yes, of course. Mr. Mensforth works for us as a freelance, although he hasn't done anything for us in the past 3 weeks.
Do you have his cell number?
I don't know if...
Yes, you don't need to worry about that. It's fine.
Oh, all right then. 01078 102 0987. Is there something wrong with Mr. Mensforth?
That's exactly what I'm trying to find out. Thank you very much. Goodbye.
The person you are calling is currently unavailable.
Evening, Chief. Sorry for calling late.
You get used to it.
I've got an interesting lead. It's to do with a group of activists. It's possible that they somehow have something to do with the Henston case.
Somehow? You got any evidence?
Nothing solid yet, but I'm sure there's some connection. I just don't know what it is yet.
Who are these people?
Well, it looks like some kind of political activist community to me. Young autonomists or the like.
That's not enough for an arrest.
Not yet, and unfortunately the three of them are fast. It would appear they're on their way to Paris, or they're already there. I've got a cell phone number for one of them. We can work out their exact location with that.
How did you get into their apartment?
Excuse me? Sorry, the line just went.
You didn't break in, did you?
Let's just talk about the cell phone number, okay?
Damn it, Stern, you're getting us all into deep water. So, what's the number?
Wait, it's 01078-102-0987.
I'll put that into the locator.
You're the greatest, Chief.
And you're the greatest suck-up. You'll get an email from the locating system.
Thanks, Chief. Sweet dreams.
Yeah, whatever.
Well, well, well. The guy is in Paris. In front of the Musée de Paris. With a smooth trip, I can be there in 4 or 5 hours. So let's go. The system will send me updates. He's not gonna get away from me. I would just love to know what the kid's up to there.